Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem and Kakodash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles of great milestone who rule well. Salutation to the Akiyams, pushing truth and sincerity to the four corners of the earth, to the one to act what's full, still and being obedient to the husband, the brother Howard, from GM Prophetic Vibration Camp. Back on another lesson through the spirit and power of Ba'ashem and Shai. Right, and this lesson will be 2/3 are in the house of mirth. So they're in a house of partying, a house of excessive drinking, being in a drunkard spirit. Going back into the video with the brothers, the big brothers do, they had a Bacchus spirit, that spirit of Bacchus, so as we know, because through the scriptures, I was saying out in the highways with the brothers, I was saying all the Israelites to do, especially these 2/3, is to party, to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments. It's hard for them to do. To take obedient, to take instruction, to be obedient, is hard for them to do. But to go in the house of mirth, to party, to bullshit, to smoke, to drink, to commit adultery, because I was watching a video this morning, and it was a Jeep walking around and asking questions like, what's the freakiest things? Because I was looking for random videos to make this video, and I was like, I didn't even want to pay it up because it upset brothers in the spirit. I just find one answer I'll post. I'll put that one because this one more we can say presentable, because everything is when you ask any questions and how these women in nothing more than apparel, their ass outside, breasts outside, tits, everything outside, and when you're asking them certain questions, who the freakiest thing they ever do, who eating ass, who is a whole stuff shit in this place, who going down in the dirt track, and males and these and you actually seeing that, these Israelite men putting these women on the pedestal because they proud to say they eating ass. They proud. Jacob become a male dog behind these females. 10 male behind one female. And these females is like a fucking female dog same way. She is opening a quiver for every rod. For every rod, wherever, she jump in when she had it nice, and she not back a spirit, whatever happen. That, like, as I was watching the video, they say, wherever stay in Miami, wherever stay in Vegas, wherever it is. And the same thing in Trinidad, wherever happen in Trinidad, stays in Trinidad, wherever happen in the party, stay in the party, because they want to be in that spirit, committing adultery, and just added more spirits on them. So we actually, at the time, where is, the Lord bring back that Sodom and Egypt, Sodom and Gomorrah and Egypt, they the place we in, Sodom going back into all the paganism and all the homosexual and, all these A to the Z, you don't know, brothers don't know where coming from, the pedophile, all these, it has so much names. Call them, that's the mean word to call them, is sick in their fucking head. Sick people, going back into the book of Romans, Romans chapter 1, these peoples are the Lord watching on and just, can't wait to come and take a sword and beat blood on the face of the earth, take the sword, and because these chicks, is taking wickedness to a total different, level. That way we know we live in the last days, because all they want to do is party and bullshit. Yet you seeing, war in Ukraine and Russia, the food shortage, you're seeing formula source shortage, you're seeing also that plagues coming out, the C to the 1 to the 9 they come out. Is the four-legged tail creature pox coming out, The swine, some swine, thing coming out again. A lot of plagues. They're just bringing forth plagues. But what Israel doing? Israel in the house of mirth. Israel in the house of mirth, partying and bullshitting. Because why? They don't, in their eyes, they don't have a leader. Because going back into the scripture, the Lord said, blessed is he that haven't seen but believe. So they didn't see anyhow about Shem and Shai. So they have no faith, they have no belief. So they're just living in a world where the ghosts of this will blinded them and tell them, hey, go to party and bullshit and come to church and Lord will forgive your sins, and prosperity. So they thinking that, they flaunting big diamond chains, money in their bank account, they have a best girl, especially these chicks. They have a best girlfriend, and she nice, but she jumping on every road. You don't know what your girl doing because you jumping on every cat you see. Every cat you see, a man or whoever one it is, it'll be a sick one too. You still running in, and when you catch the sickness, then you'll be like, wait, why do? But that is your fucking judgment because you wicked to the core. You wicked to the extent that the Lord is bringing forth judgment on these wicked two-thirds. So however, that you see, 10 get killed by a man shooting, and when you see, 3 dead in an accident, or when you see, who gets stabbed to death, or a tsunami take them up, or tornado, all praises to Yahweh Shem and Shai. Don't feel sorry for this, from the sick, from the little ones, from the little ones to the old. Don't have no mercy on them. Yahweh Shem and Shai bring that judgment upon them. Because it's bring a vex station to the spirit. Yes, when I Lord do get angry, but we sin not. But by seeing the time we're living in and seeing that these northern kingdoms come down in Trinidad and selling all their body for next to nothing to these heathens and we own people, Israelites, watching them as outcasts. They even know that is our people because they just blind, and the same way with the northern kingdom. They watching us as inferior. We black people as nothing, old black. This and mocking and scoffing at us because they say like we at a low level, lower than them, So that's why only ones who have a little cream, they go push up themselves towards them. But it's the same spirit from the days are old. So that's why I want to go down into the scripture here and go down into one or two meanings because let me show you that this is the same spirit they had when Moses went up in Mount Sinai. The same spirit they had when Moses, delay a little bit by dealing with the Lord, getting the 2 tablets, which is the commandments. They could not wait. They wanted something because remember they nothing had bondage no more. They was knowing that there was nothing had bondage no more. They was delivered by our Shem Shai, through Moses going and bring that, the mouthpiece for the Lord, and make them come through the Red Sea and all this stuff. They was, and get them a land with milk, flowing milk and honey. They was joyful. They was joyful and with themselves. They was happy. They want to go in the house and marry. They want to party and celebrate because they in laboring and they getting beaten to death. And all this stuff. But the Lord now bringing it back. The Lord bringing it back to the end here because the Lord said he dealing with his house first. And that house first even going back into men who being hypocrites in his truth, who in his truth and pleasing man, but in the sight of the Lord seeing the sins what you doing. So let me go down into the scripture. This is the book of Exodus chapter 32, verse 1. It says, and when the people saw that Moses delayed to come down out of the mountain, the people gathered themselves together unto Aaron and said unto him, up, make us gods, which shall go before us. For this Moses, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we want not what is become of him. So they were seeing like that Moses going to meet Yahweh Shem and Shai, and thinking that Moses was dead. They was thinking that Moses was done away for. But in knowing that the Lord, was counseling Moses and giving Moses the laws, and Moses was in that spiritual realm, because the spiritual realm and the physical realm is totally two different time, you know. Because as the Lord say, one day to the Lord, one day to my 1,000 times to the Lord, 10,000 times to the Lord, you know. I think it is in Peter. Let's forget. Let's build Mama Bakusha. Alright. This is a book of 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 8. It says, "But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as a day." So that's to show you that, hey, one day with the Lord is come like 1,000 days on his face of the earth. You know, like 1,000 years, like, yeah, 1,000 years. So that little time Moses was, you know, and I would say 1,000 years as a day. So 1,000 years on the face of the earth, like a day to the Lord. That's why Lord says to hold patience, you know, to what we have, this truth. So we knowing that, you know, the spirit that these tutors was in, the spirit of Esau, they have no patience, you know. That's how Esau wanted that raw, they wanted the piece of the raw pottage, you know, the raw meat, you know, he wanted that raw meat and that lentil piece, and could not wait till he was hungry and sell his boot, right? It's the same way our tutored, you know, our tutored have no patience. They just, you know, wanna, you know, go in the house and mirth, you know, and party and celebrate and then wait until Moses come back. They could not wait, you know. They always wanna party and bullshit and commit adultery and fornication and all this stuff. So when they go into verse 2, it says, "And Aaron said unto them, Break off the golden earring which are in the ears of your wives and of your sons and of your daughters, and bring them unto me." So that's to show you that it's an order, because Aaron actually talking to the men of Israel, because it say break off the earring which are on your wife's ears, your son and your daughter. So let's show you that the order the Lord set. For the man is the head of the household. You know, the man is the head, and the man was the head of the congregation at that time. And that's why Esau knew what he do in this time. He even break men from being men, as it say in the book of in Isaiah. Let's forget Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 12. It say, "As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them." So back then, men was the ones who really calling all this, who saying all this shit. Men was to be giving out all the orders, you know, and paying the household in order and all this stuff. That's why Aaron was talking to the men and say, break off the gold earrings of your wife and your sons and your daughters. But what Esau know, if he take it to the Israelite household, he will break the man by putting the woman on top, paying them as a pedestal, and making man worship them, paying the government behind these women to break the man. So that's why it say, "As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, that which lay there, cause thee cause them to err, cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy path." So they destroy, you know, the order the Lord set, you know, the respect, you know, what the Lord set within Israel. For the man is the head of the household, you know. For the head of Yahushai is Yahweh, you know. For the head of man is Yahushai, and for the head of woman is man. And so the Lord said it, but Esau knew that. Esau and Edom knew that. So that's why Esau and Edom come to break the household, you know. That's why going back into Micah 2 and 2, you know. Let me see if I get fast. Look at Micah 2 and 2. It say, and he covered fields, taking them by violence, and houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man. And who they oppress? They must say woman, boy, child, or daughter, son or daughter. They must say wife here. It say, so they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. So from a man from certain order, which is his heritage, making sure that everything is decently in order through the spirit and power of Hashem Yeshai, following the laws, statutes, and commandments of Hashem Yeshai. Esau come and break that, take it away, and put the woman, going back into Isaiah 3:12, the woman above the man. So going back into the scripture, let's bring out that through the spirit and power of Hashem Yeshai. Going back into the book of Exodus chapter 32. I think it's verse let me go back to verse 2. Read back verse 2. And Aaron said unto them, break off the golden earring which are in the ears of your wives, of your sons, and of your daughters, and bring them unto me. And all the people broke off the gold earring which were in their ears, and brought them unto Aaron, and he received them at his hand, and fashioned it with a gravening tool. After he had made it a molten calf. And let me see if I'll bear with me. Yeah. Cancel, look at a little pictures here, right? So it's showing that, they're showing the Aaron here. You see the congregation of Israel, you see the golden calf, which they break off with the earring, who they was worshipping, going back into Baal, all they worshipping Baal, Bacchus spirit, all the same spirit they worshipping, new under the sun, You can see other images here. They show you look like the Gadites here, it show like the northern kingdom. You can see now that the burning strange incense to the golden calf. You see when Moses come, and Moses get angry, and break the tablet. You see what's going on here. You're actually seeing what's new under the sun. So the same spirit 2 after day. They're not seeing Yahweh Hashem Yeshai, so they worshiping the gods of this world. Caesar Borgia, the Allah, some worshiping the Hindu gods, who's worshiping Buddha, all these hidden gods, which are no gods, Israel is serving. That way, going back into the scripture, have a nation change their gods, which are no gods. My people, do not consider, and that is Israel. They do not consider that Yahweh Hashem Yeshua was the ultimate power that delivered us from the hands of Egypt, from the hands of Pharaoh. That's why Lord said they take a covering, and not of my spirit, and not of me. They following, will go down to Egypt for help, going back into war, to worshiping man, to worshiping Esau, Edom, and the idols where you set forth, which is the gods of this world, to deceive them. They believe in lying words, So going back into Exodus chapter 32 verse 4, it say, and they said, these be the gods of Israel, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. So they just wanted to something to see, to worship, and that Israel today. They want to see something. They do believe that Yahweh Hashem shall coming with the chariots like a whirlwind, and they is also about the rapture, feeling like the Lord coming and deliver the whole outside Israel, or deliver the heathens too. No, the Lord coming for his elect, 144, 12,000 from each tribe. Going down to verse 5, it says, and when Aaron saw it, he built an altar before it, and Aaron made proclamation and said, tomorrow is a feast to the God. It say, and they rise up early on the morrow and offered burnt offerings and brought peace offerings, and the people sat down to eat and to drink and rise up to play. So this is sure that they was partying. They was partying. They was on partying, drinking excessively in a Bacchus spirit, because they was worshiping an idol god. You feel Yahweh Hashem didn't know what was going on when he was dealing with Moses, but Moses didn't know. But the Lord did know. That's why the Lord actually make Moses to delay, to show the wickedness of Israel. They do not appreciate what the Lord did for them, because they was mocking and a lot of time the Lord wanted to really sift out the wicked, from the righteous, the one-third from the two-third right, the same way too, They all wanted to separate them, because they was murmuring, coming on from the land of Pharaoh, between but the Lord sent me back, but Moses allowed to stay in Pharaoh, and because we are eat there, bring me out in the wilderness to die. And this is the mouths are these two-thirds, have a disrespectful mouth, they're disrespectful to the king of the universe. Who the fuck you think you are? Can the potter tell the clay how did you make thee? So you can't tell the Lord why you bring me out in the wilderness. Not like this is my question. Who the fuck you feel you is in your mind to question the power of Israel? That doesn't show you how wicked the two-thirds are. So I'm going to go down into the blue line in the blue letter Bible and read it in the NLT. I have it in the normal King James version. It say, and they rise up early on the morrow and offered burnt offerings and brought peace offerings, and the people sat down and eat and drink and rise up to play. So here we say in the NLT, it say the people got up early and the next morning to sacrifice burnt offerings and peace offerings. After this, they celebrate with feasting and drinking, and they indulge in pagan revelry. So I can go down into the meaning of revelry, on the online etymology. Revelry, reveal, yeah. It's a righteous making, also an caution, yeah. Right, it's a reveals. It's a entertainment, revelry. It's a rebel, known from form revelra, also rebellia. So it being rebellious, it's a be disorderly, make merry. It's a the development of sins in OF in rebellion. It's a tumult. It's a disturbance. It's a noisy mirth. So it's a entertainment. It's a disorderly. You know, it's a disorderly, be disorderly, making merry. So that means they're drinking excessively, drunk and having that bacca spirit. You know, it's saying it's a they said disturbance, Salakia, disturbance, you know, Salakia from a pronunciation, it's a disturbance. It's a noisy, it's a mirth. So that'll show you. Let me get a picture because that'll show you that is the spirit 2000. You know, they want to get entertained. They want to be disorderly. You know, they want to be, you know, rebellion. They want to make a loud noise, tumult. They want to be in a spirit disobedient. You know, so let me get this picture here. This is the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 4, and it said, the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, and the heart of the wise is the elect, the 144,000 add on to the 1/3. You know, it said, but the heart of fools is in the heart of mirth, the house of mirth. So they are in the house of mirth. You know, that will show you that the fools, they are fools, but the hearts of fools. So 2/3 of our people are fools. That's why they're gonna get destroyed by nuclear fire. That's why going back into Brother Yakal video, they being stick for the fire. 2/3 of our people are being stick for the fire. You know. I'm gonna go back into to it. And when I say entertainment, so going back into the video, I say that the only video that take out of looking upon all these other, you know, and with having a Israelite man, you know, to lead the people astray. You know, this is a young a new artist, and he's taking all that nonsense, you know, about sex and only sex and how to have sex with the woman, this and how to sucking this and have them going inside the hole and all these fucking sense, you know, and watch the crowd of the people, watch the house of mirth, the foolish people who in the house of mirth. Watch this is an example to show when Moses was delaying, you know, what the Lord was seeing when they built the golden calf, you know, worshiping Baal, that Bacchus spirit. As the brothers do a video, you know, it's just really truly the brothers are giving me the inspiration to do this video, because this is the spirit who and this is, I think this is in Guyana. You know, I ain't really getting to talk about clips in Trinidad, but if brothers see them clip, it's just filthiness. So just taking this clip and you'll see that the kind of entertainment they want. They want to worship idol gods, and they want to be in that spirit of disobedience, to be rebellious, to be, you know, to have that to be noisy, you know, and to be in the house of mirth, you know, out of order. Check them out. So you just take it in. We will see in there only melanin skin people. This is the nation of Israel, taking the nation of Israel, but the prophets out in the highways and byways, but not even a half a dozen people out listening the word. Not even a half a dozen out taking, you know, the word, which is the you know, the Lord actually bringing out that living water, you know, running out that living water for free. But they had to pay to come in this concert to commit fucking adultery, fornication, you know, to have a Bacchus spirit, drinking excessively. You know, as it was say, who unto that man who rise up early and drink strong drinks, you know, take them in. see in the show. Don't care about your mother, don't care about your father, don't care about your sister, your brother. I don't show you the fucking heights of madness. These artists singing and people this fucking like mad people. Check this to the everybody had sick, everybody had sick. These demons was there since when Moses going up and you know, because hey, the demons was in the midst of Israel. All these the Lord actually sent these demons to come and bring a perverse spirit onto all these 2/3. You know, to have them worshiping all these the golden calf, the Bacchus spirit, the Baal, all these gods. You know, so showing you that how people are fucking gone. They are gone. They actually are gone. That's a fucking bullshit. You know, so going back into the meaning of revelry, it's a formally, especially a kind of dance or performance given in instruction with mass or paganist, a dance performance, usually revels. You know, so that's a show you. Hey, fucking hey. Israel had to get destroyed, boy. Let's show Yapai. This had to be the chain. That's why I say all praise there about Shimashai that the Lord give me this truth and take me out of that darkness. Because I also go carnival, but it's over 3-4 years or going on, it's on more. I haven't been in this carnival shit. So that I was to be that spirit fucking going as a fucking stupid little chick in the world and just doing shit, but the Lord actually sent it to show you this shit it wasn't. So that's why when they come into they repent and they say to what I have Hashem for having kasar, which is mercy upon you, to bring you into the light, to show you what's going fucking off. That's why he say in the book of the book of Isaiah chapter 58 verse 1, it say, cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins. So that's to show you how wicked our people is. You know, the Lord actually sent us out on the highways and byways to show our people their transgression and Jacob their sins. So that's why we out in the highways and byways, and we ain't even seen a crowd like this. We ain't seen a crowd like this to the men of the Lord. Crowd like this, you know, we've been seeing when they come up, they coming up to scoff, you know, and mock at the men of the Lord, you know. That's what they come out to do, to mock and scoff the Yahweh Hashem Shai, because hey, they hated the ones that rebuked at the gate, you know. That's why it's saying in Jeremiah 4:22, it says, for my people is foolish, they have not known me. It said they are sottish children, so they didn't have no Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. That's why they will say even build us a golden calf. You know? It say, and they have none understanding, they are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. They're not sure to do evil, you know. The good to do evil, you know. They are wise to do evil, to commit adultery, fornication, bestiality. When Jake was asking, what's the freakiest thing you do? Eating bottom, you know, having anal sex, all these bullshit. So really in Sodom and Egypt, so how we know we are the end. Generation of vipers. The Lord is coming to destroy them. They just go for seeking blood, just as Esau Edom. And now Esau Edom bring this devil waters to inject you to, so your pineal gland, you have no conscience. You can just come like you are walking empty vessel. There's a dark door, like a door, when they open a door in that vessel is darkness for demons to enter and possess. So that while a lot of demon possess, a lot of strange killings, you shock us away. So that way that person kill a man, chest him up about 50 times. Where a man should kill a man and shoot him about 40 times. No, it's the Lord bringing that judgment upon the face of the earth. because these two-thirds is empty vessels. There's dark vessels for demons on the left hand side to enter, for them to be, committing all these mad acts, killing, adultery, for just name it. Because the wickedness have greatly polluted the people, for wickedness have greatly exceeded on the face of the earth. You know why Lord said, my people are foolish, going back into they being in the house of mirth. The foolish one is in the house of mirth. All the foolish two-thirds in the house of mirth. That's why Lord said, my people are foolish, they have not known me. Let me see if I enter again here. It says to feast in a noisy manner, to make merry. It says to take part of reveals from Old French reveria. It says also rebellion, be disorderly, make merry. So going back into the same thing, So as I show you that, hey, when you're going back into all that, when you're going and checking back out Salakia, going back into the days of old with Moses, that this was his first time that Israel had their first Bacchus party. This is the first time Israel had this party with the trend that is called Zest and I'm going to Zest later, which is a party, and the spirit they was from the bodies are all back here now. So that's why all this is famine coming, is rumors of war, all these things is taking place, but Israel just in a fucking bubble, worshiping in that Bacchus spirit, Baal, the golden calf, go and name it, name it. And they had this music industry to have them, docile, had Israel docile, two-thirds docile. They had the Nicki Minaj, the Cardi B, they had the 50 Cent, they had the Baby, the Lil Wayne, they had all these artists, they had them, even these young artists who sing us that trap shit, making no sense to kill their brother, kill the cousin, kill this one, kill that one, catch her, bust with your head, and all these fucking nonsense. So that's why we as men of the Lord, we in the house are mourning, because we mourning because we know the destruction the Lord is going to bring upon the face of the earth. Ezra saw it, John the Revelator saw it, and they mourn, Ezra say, woe is me for the day of the Lord. Because he thought himself he'd get caught up, but when he's back now prophesying the downfall of Esau, Edom, and the destruction for two-thirds of our people. That why Brother Yakal say, and I always say it also, I always say two-thirds is a stick for the fire, they have fucking stick for the fire, so hey, hope this video edifying through the spirit and power, just yesterday I went through this and the spirit tell me, to bring it out, and that is being on fire, don't hold your talent and keep it inside, bring it out, share that talent, bring forth, multiply your penny, same way. So hope this video edifying through the spirit and power about right? Well, my new channel this is my new channel here, GMS Prophetic Vibration, GMS Tiki Israel Salakia, that's the main channel, GMS Prophetic Vibration, and this is my new channel, GMS Tiki Israel 144, GMS Tiki Israel get strike, the second strike, so, brothers, don't know, so don't know you have a short time coming, I'm a great rat, starting by bringing the farming of the wood, taking on us from their YouTube platforms and stuff. But all praises to Yahweh Hashem, we know that all is prophecy. So the others wants to again to the elders and the apostles of great mercy rule well. Salvation to the academy, pushing the students inside to the four corners of the earth. So they want to acquire soul and learn to be obedient to the husband. Being in the house of mourning, not in the house of mirth, as it is two-thirds. Whom the video is edifying, shalom.